Hello, it's Karen, and it's Weight Loss Wednesday. Weight Loss Wednesday. Okay, that was kind of lame. Whatever. So today I wanted to tell you about some exciting news, or at least it's exciting to me. We'll see how it pans out. Um, I have applied again, or I've started the application process for The Biggest Loser Season 13, and I'm more excited about applying this time because I don't feel as desperate as I felt for season 12. Season 12 was, man, I thought The Biggest Loser was my only option because I'd looked into gastric bypass surgery, and my insurance covers it, but anyway, it just wasn't going to happen. So I thought Biggest Loser was my next option, and I was just convinced that that's what God wanted for my life. And then when it didn't happen, man, I was crushed. But it made me think about things in a different way, and it made me look at myself in a way that I hadn't ever seen before. Because you know how they say that love is blind? Well, apparently fat is blind too, because I just didn't see myself the way that apparently everybody else did. I had a warped sense of perception of what I looked like and exactly how bad my weight situation was. I didn't know that I waddled when I walked. You know, I didn't know that my face was just so big, because when I would look in the mirror, that's not what I saw. It was kind of a reverse sense of body dysmorphic disorder. I saw a thinner person. You know, I saw somebody that didn't look like I actually looked. So I'm glad that I did all of that. I'm glad that I went through that part. Uh, um, and now I'm excited about doing it again, because this time I just feel like I'm in a better place. I feel like I don't have to have the show to be successful. I feel like the show, instead of being my savior this time, is going to be a tool that will just help me to get to my goals that much faster. But I don't need the show. I want the show, definitely, but I don't need the show. So on that note, on this particular Weight Loss Wednesday, knowing that I've pre-registered for The Biggest Loser 13, I have a friend on Facebook who was actually a contestant on season 1 of The Biggest Loser, and this person has graciously offered to share my information with the casting director and to give me a recommendation, and she's giving me a VIP pass to an open casting call. So that means I get to move to the front of the line. So that means I don't have to stand in line for 8 hours this time. And it means that I am one of the first people seen, so that I'll make a really good impression. I'm just excited about the way that it could possibly go. So regardless of how things pan out, I'm happy that I get this opportunity to go before them again. I'm happy that they're kind of being inundated with my name and my face, and whatever it takes. I would love to be on the show, not because I need it anymore, but because I know that I'll be successful, and I know that I would be good for it, and I know that it would help me to get where I want to be that much faster. So back on to my own journey. I struggled with some emotional issues last week. I got some really difficult news, and I had some kind of heartbreaking things happen, and it kind of put me in a serious funk. And normally in those situations, I want to medicate with food, and I didn't do that, so that's good. I wanted to. I thought about it a lot, but fortunately I'm broke, so I couldn't give in to it, so I just had to find a way to get around it. And uh, I'm, I'm doing better on that front. The situation hasn't changed. My attitude has changed, and my decisions and the way that I've decided to just move forward have changed. So that's good. I'm back in the gym. Been kicking it hard and loving it. Today I was in the sauna, and literally the we say it in the South, we don't say sweat. Girls don't sweat. we glow. So I was glowing all over the place, girl and boy, whoever. So, man, it was awesome though. I was just sitting in there and it was just like coming, I was glowing all over myself. And it was pretty cool. And it felt good. I'm feeling good about going and doing it. And I'm actually even going to start going twice a day. It's like a new addiction. I like it. I like the feeling of working my body hard. I like the feeling of having the sore muscles. I am loving being at the gym, and I'm loving that opportunity to just to feel my body to change. You know, and my sister even noticed the other day. She said, "I can tell." And she's one of my harshest critics, and if she can tell, then that's good. I can tell. I can see a difference in my own face when I take pictures. I can feel a difference in the way that I feel about moving around. I'm not tired as much. I'm not. I'm just not as worn down. My clothes fit me differently. I fit in my car differently, and I know I've already told you that, but it bears repeating. And it just feels good to be on the move. It feels good to be moving in the right direction. And before I started this whole thing, I was on so many medications. I was on metformin twice a day because I'm pre-diabetic, or I was pre-diabetic. I don't know if I still am, but I was on a vitamin B12 injection every week, and I would have to take vitamin B on top of that because I was so anemic, because my diet was atrocious. All I was living on, basically, I would lie to myself and say that I was eating healthy and actually believed that, but I was literally eating from a drive-through every meal of the day and more. And so I'm not on the metformin anymore. My feet aren't swollen anymore. I'm not having to take the Lasix and the potassium. I'm not having to give myself the B12 injections. I haven't had a migraine. Well, I had one not too long ago, but it wasn't weight related. It was because of the weather. I'm not even having to take aspirin anymore. I mean, I feel so much better, and it's all because of the changes that I've made. And I'm only down, today I'm 322. So I'm only down from the time that I started counting in April. I was at 351. So I'm down, what is that? I'm bad at math. 27. Is that 29 pounds? So that's pretty good. I'm down 29 pounds since April. And but at my highest weight, back in November, I was about 370 something. I don't even know. But I know that I was more than 370. So, so many things have changed. Oh, and I went and had a sleep study done again to check, because I have to use a CPAP machine because I've got so much fat here that when I sleep, it cuts off my breathing, and it's sleep apnea. It's bad. It causes your heart, it can cause your heart to stop. I was having weekly migraines because my blood oxygen levels were dropping so low. When they first started me off on the CPAP machine, my pressures were at 20 pounds, whatever. It was like gale force winds blowing to keep my throat open because it was that bad. And I just went and they lowered my pressure from 20, which is unbelievably high, with 2 liters of oxygen every minute, to 11 psi with no oxygen. So just that much weight loss has changed it that much more. So I'm on the right track. I'm headed in the right direction. And most of all, I'm just surrounded by people who have been so supportive. And I never knew that people liked me so much. I mean, I knew people thought I was funny. I knew people liked me for things that I could do. But I really didn't know how many people really love and care for me. And so that has been really good. And my friend told me, don't get emotional, but that's like telling the sun not to shine, because I'm an emotional girl. So that's pretty much it for this Weight Loss Wednesday. That was my exciting news, that I've got a VIP pass that she's given me. She's given my information directly to the casting director, and hopefully you'll see me on TV. And if not, you'll continue to see me here, and you'll continue to see less of me here. So, see you next week. Bye-bye.